I'm still in Maringa in southern Brazil, and today I'm heading towards Parque do Inga. See a bit of the wildlife, which I believe there is plenty of in there. Now, yesterday morning I went for a 5 kilometer run, and most of it was running around the outside of this park, and I estimate that it was about 3 kilometers, and it was before, that's just around the outside, and that was before the park opened, and there were loads of people running all the way around, or jogging, or power walking. 7 o'clock in the morning, and that's the park just there. So it's a forest park, and I hope to just cross this road very quickly. So this is the entrance. I thought I had to pay to get in there. So this is one of the biggest and more famous parks within the city. And there's a map, that's what I need. So there's an artificial lake right in the centre. Capybaras, stuff, more animals, and I've been told there's monkeys, peacocks, oh, and a woodpecker. Right, let's go investigate. Right, even now I'm thinking I should have taken a photograph of the map, because I don't know which path to take. But there is a table full of fruit, and it's for the monkeys of the place. Now I'm just wondering, should I wait here for a bit longer to see if there's any that turns up, or will I find them naturally going around? So I did Google Translate that sign, and basically it's just to say don't feed the wildlife in this place any human food, because it's bad for them. Just give the food to me. But there is food just dotted around everywhere. You see all the mangoes, I'm assuming they are down there. And the birds must love it around here. So this forest park was actually built in 1971, and it was to get a bit of the Atlantic forest that was here originally back in the city. Oh, there's a map. Now I know where I'm going. You are here, so if I go that way, no, let's go this way. And it feels very empty. But it is a weekday, it is just after lunch, so normal people are working, not just wandering around with a camera like I am, making as much noise as I can with my flip-flops. So these are the different types of wildlife that you'll get within the forest. I mean, I'm not going to call it a park. And I'm just keeping my eyes open for any monkeys. And I found the Japanese garden already. Now, Brazil has the biggest Japanese population outside of Japan. And in the late 1800s, early 1900s, a lot of Japanese started immigrating across to Brazil. Japan was becoming more modern at that time, and normal Japanese people wanted to carry on with their farming traditions. So they came to Brazil, and a lot of them came to Maringa. So there is a big Japanese influence in this city. Wow, look at that. And I'm just going over the bridge. I've just spooked these ones. The capybaras. Oh, there's loads of them. Hi guys. I think as I started speaking, they weren't realising that I was there. Are you okay? How's your day going? And there's a little baby one. Now these are more used to humans, I guess, than the ones I saw in the last city. Hey mate. Oh, there's proper baby ones down there. Hey mate. Aren't you cute? So Inga Park is named after the Inga tree, which is a fruit tree native to Brazil. Now I'm not too sure what an Inga tree looks like, but hopefully I might be able to find something. I think this leads to the lake down here. I can just see it through the trees. Yeah, the map's telling me I'm somewhere near it. You are here. Now I've not seen any more wildlife yet. I thought, oh yeah, there's the lake. Can't exactly miss it now. And this place is just very peaceful, very calm, especially when you know there's so much traffic out there. With the sound of the birds and the trees. And there's the lake. And when I lift the camera up, there's the skyline of apartment blocks. So I've just come across these. And I think I disturbed them while they were eating. Hi guys. Are you okay? Oh, it's more than what I thought. Wow. And that one's just a very slow one. But yeah, they were all over there, eating away. I think I better leave this area and just leave them to it. It is lunchtime. It's okay mate, I'm going. So I think this is a museum, according to the map. The museum is not a building, it's a living museum. As you walk around, you've got little signs. Biodiversity is a major part of this park. And when you do look at the map, most of the paths are just around the lake, and that part of the forest there is no path at all. So I'm guessing that's where most of the animals live, and they only come down this part when there's no humans around, because the amount of pictures you see of the type of animals that are around here is a lot. So I guess that's why they have the food areas around the path itself, to try and entice the animals to come down. But I am going to try and get closer to the lake to see some turtles. So I'm right on the edge of the lake, and there are turtles, and every now and again you'll see a head pop up, and there seems to be a pirate boat. And there's one just right there. Hello. I have no idea what sort of turtle this is. But it's brave. Maybe it's a ninja turtle. How close I can get. Oh, it got spooked. But the lake itself is massive. So there's a little shop. Has to be a shop in a park. And there's a peacock. Or is it a peahen? Right, not too sure how close I can get. Look at that. Hey man. Look at the colours. Beautiful. I guess if you're patient enough, the peacock will start walking. It's taken me 5-10 minutes to wait for it to get up. And I thought these birds were very sociable. They lived in pairs. No. Coconuts. So I found a map, and as I said before, you've got the path that goes around the lake, and then you've got this big area where there is no path, and that's where I assume that most of the animals will be right now, having their daytime relaxing and then coming out at night when there's no humans around and taking over the park. And obviously it's not just up in the trees and looking around. that's down on the ground as well. So this is what I took with my phone of these ants just taking bigger leaves than the size of them wherever they're taking it to, having a car boot sale. But the strength that they've got to carry that's amazing. So I've been sat here for a while and I've seen a few monkeys in the trees and they're really small. So these are going to be marmosets and they're the size of a squirrel. And I'm just trying to find any that's in there right now. But they've all disappeared. 20 minutes of sitting there, just looking up, and I managed to catch this. One of the small monkeys climbing the tree. I don't know if you can see it well enough. I've not checked it out yet, but oh, that was worth it. Now, unbelievably, I've been here for about 3 hours, just walking around, just sat down in silence, and there's not many people around. But I think I'm starting to do a full loop of the lake, so I am heading back out. But this place is an amazing park. And I have seen some animals, and am I disappointed that I haven't seen a lot of them? Well, no. This is not a zoo, this is their home. If I want to see more animals, then I would go to a zoo. But seeing what I've seen has been amazing. Yeah, I've seen him. Not seen him though. And even on this side of the park, they've got the food. And that looks fresh, so it looks like it's just been put out. Right, I'm heading back out. Exit is just over there. But I've just seen this sign here, and that's what the park is named after, the Inga tree. That's what it looks like. So I have thoroughly enjoyed these last few hours just walking around. And I am wondering if, when they built this city, if this forest was already here and just left, because if it was, that means these trees are probably hundreds of years old. And it's not just the wildlife, you got the plant life as well. You've got unusual plants like this, got a little fairy bit at the bottom. So the exit point is just there, so it's time for me to head off. And as I said, this has been thoroughly enjoyable. This is proper nature in the middle of a modern city. But what am I doing tomorrow? Now that is a very good question. I need to sit down and work out budget tonight. Work out if I can go or if I can't. Oh, what's them? Oh, they're bees. They're beehives. Are they? There's a lot of them. But if you've enjoyed this little walk around this jungle park in the middle of the city, then all you got to do is press that like button. If you want to see if I manage to go tomorrow, then subscribe. But until the next time, bye bye for now.